Let us start with prayer. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvisavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So yesterday we have seen 4 yogas, 4 streams of yoga. Yogas also. So yesterday we have seen 4 yogas in concept of yoga. Right? Now we are moving further and seeing today the concept of prana. Okay? So what is prana? Tell me what is prana?
Air. The prana is life. Prana.
See, there is a difference between air and prana. In yoga, the prana is manifest from the breath, and not it is simply air. Right? So it's a deeper aspect prana is. So understanding the deeper aspect of prana, it is a one type of life force, so vital force, which we have fixed in our body. So fixed means our lifespan is fixed according to prana we have in our body. Right? So prana, where is the prana actually? Only in our body or it is everywhere?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. So how we can say what is the reference of having this prana everywhere? Because in Upanishad it is given that prana sedam vase sarvam tridive yata pratishthitam madeva putrana rakshasva shrishya pragnasya videina iti. So in pranayama session we are singing this prayer all the time first. So what it says, this prayer, prana sedam vase sarvam. Prana is pervading everywhere. Tridive yata pratishthitam. Tridive means all the in 3 lokas. It is pratishthitam means it exists. And like mother protects the child, please you protect me and provide me wealth and wisdom. Mateva putrana rakshasva shrishya pragnasya videina iti. The meaning of this prayer is this. So understanding the meaning of this Upanishad, we can say the prana is pervading everywhere. It's all in the 3 lokas. That we can understand from this was Shastra. So when it is pervading everywhere, we can, like energy is pervading everywhere, no? Like the prana is also pervading everywhere. It is a very subtle tattva. From subtle, everything is coming out and become gross. Right? So from gross things it comes out. From prana tattva is so subtle that from it all vegetation kingdom, animal kingdom, human being kingdom, all come into existence. Right? And when prana comes out from our Atman or Paramatman. So it is, creation is from Atman or Paramatman. Right? And it is also, it can move by itself also. It has Chaitanya also. It is not completely dormant. It can in our body, when something is moving, it is moving through prana. Prana is moving, we say, no? So it is moving also by itself. Right? So understanding the prana is very subtle and everywhere. Like in pranayama, we use prana mainly. Right? So pranayama means, you know what is pranayam? What is pranayam?
It is.
Prana plus ayama.
Yes.
In control of prana. So that is pranayama. Prana plus ayama is called pranayama. Control of prana is called pranayama. Right? So we use this prana in doing the practice of pranayama. Right? Actually, see, when we inhale and exhale all the time, so actually we are inhaling from both the nostril or single nostril?
Both.
Both the nostril we are inhaling. It is not so. We are all the time we inhale and exhale through one nostril. If you just put your fingers before your nostrils, you will find your prana flowing from single nostril. Either it can be from right nostril or from left nostrils. Because imbalance is there, and that imbalance, due to this, it flows from one nostrils. Right? So understanding this, we have to balance this prana in our body. So balancing pranayama we have to do while balancing the prana in our body. Right? So like this prana, we are here, Kevala Panch Kosa is also there. Pancha Kosa, one of the 5 kosa is Pranamaya Kosa. In our body, 5 kosas are there. Annamaya Kosa, Pranamaya Kosa, Manomaya Kosa, Vijnanmaya Kosa and Anandmaya Kosa. So out of 5, 1 kosa means one body is of prana. You understood, no? Panch kosa, I told you about pancha kosa. What is panch kosa? Means 5 types of body, you can say we have. 5 types of layers we are having in body. Body or layer, whatever you say, we have in our body. One means gross, that is Annamaya Kosa. By this body which is built. And Pranamaya was still subtle, which is still below our skin. Then further it is Manomaya Kosa is there. Then Vijnanmaya Kosa and then Anandmaya Kosa. And 5 layers are there in our body. That is called Pancha Kosa. So out of these 5 kosa, 1 kosa is Pranamaya Kosa. Right? So Pranamaya Kosa includes what? It includes 72 lakhs of nadis.
Oh.
We have very subtle 72 lakhs of nadis, from where, in which this prana is flowing. Right? 72 lakhs nadis are there, and in that 3 main very important nadis are there. That is called Ida, Pingla and Sushumna. Ida is flowing from left nostril and Pingla is flowing from right nostril. And Sushumna is flowing between these 2 nadis. And it flows through spinal regions. Okay? To understanding these 3 nadis, importance of 3 nadis, we have to further understand the prana. Understood? There are also 5 types of pranas are there in our body, called Pancha Prana. what it is said? I said Pancha Prana. Pancha Prana. What are those Pancha Prana? Can you tell me? What are those Pancha Prana? No, you don't know? So Panch Prana is Prana, Apana, Samana, Udana and Vyana. Prana is divided into 5. That is called Pancha Prana. First one is Prana. Second one is Apana. Third one is Samana. Fourth one is Udana. And fifth one is Vyana. So what are there are different functions of Panch Pranas are there. Each prana has different functions. So first prana, that is prana, is flowing at our head region. Like whatever we are seeing, listening, thinking, inhaling, exhaling, breathing, that is true due to prana. Okay? The second one is apana. Apana is due to apana, all excretions, urinations, the downward things are taking place through apana. Then samana. Samana is at our abdominal level, due to which the all digestion and everything take place at abdominal level. Then fourth one is udana. Whatever upward movement is there in our body, that is taking place due to udana prana. And then last one is vyana. That is all our peripheral level. Whatever touch sensation, whatever sensation taking place at all our body level, that is called Vyan Prana, due to which that it takes place. So this way, 5 types of pranas are there in our body that has different functions. Have you understood? Functions clear about Pancha Prana, right? So having understood the Pancha Prana, now we have to see different about prana, right? So we have to see prana. Next thing we will see in prana, this prana we have to move in our body 3 ways. First one is through fast breathing we are taking, that is called kriyas. Then still slower movement, that is normal breathing. And third is very slow breathing, which we are doing, that is in pranayama. So in all these 3 practices, we are using prana. So first one is kriyas, second one is normal breathing, and third one is pranayama. In pranayama, we take the breath at 0 to 15 times. While in normal breathing, we take breath at the rate of 15 to 18 times. And then kriyas, we are taking breath from 20 to 120 times. So this way, 3 ways we are having prana in our body, right? So we see the later all these kriyas, normal breathing and this pranayama one by one. There are so many types of pranayama there, so many kriyas are there, so many types of sectional breathing called normal breathings are there, right? So understanding this prana, we have to further go through understanding this prana. So understanding this, we will now see next we will see this. How we can mastery over the prana. We can have mastery over the prana through having mastery over the breathing, right? So how we can have mastery over the breathing first? We can have mastery over the breathing by doing breathing practices. Right? There are various types of breathing practices. In other words, we can say sectional breathing, also called breathing practices. Other fast and slow breathing practices are there. By practicing those practices, we can control the breathing, mastery over the breathing, and then we have the control, mastery over the prana. So what breathing will do? Breathing will correct your breathing first. Before doing pranayama, we are doing these breathing practices. So this breathing practice will normalize our breathing by removing wrong breathing. What it means? It means that what we are normalize the breathing by high speed become normal speed. Haphazard breathing become
Controlled.
haphazard breathing become rhythmic breathing. Jerky breathing become continuous breathing. And lastly, shallow breathing. Shallow breathing become deep breathing. So this way, 4 types of wrong way we are taking breathing, that we are correcting, right, by doing breathing practices. We are normalize the breathing, or pattern of breathing we are correcting, because there are inherited tendencies are there, where child is getting respiratory disorders, so wrong type of breathing, that all are being corrected by doing these breathing practices. Some are taking jerky, some are taking haphazard way, some are very shallow, some are taking breathing very high speed. Like that, so many wrong ways of taking breathing is there. From childhood onwards only people start taking wrong way breathing, so that we can correct it by doing this breathing practice before doing pranayama. Right? So breathing practices before pranayama is very much important. In breathing practices we are synchronize our breathing with the bodily movement. So when it synchronize our bodily movement with that, so our organs and systems also, whatever the irregularity is there, imbalance is there, that will be also corrected, that will be also balanced, that will be also regularized. So there are so many ways breathing practices are important before doing pranayama. Right? So having understood that how this breathing practice will help, this breathing practice will also help in balancing the prana in our body, or in all the 72 lakhs of nadis. Right? And also by having this voluntary control over systems, voluntary control means this is we are doing with our own will. ऐच्छिक रूप से बोलते हैं, इच्छा से अपन करते हैं ना, वॉलंटरी कंट्रोल, दैट इज कॉल्ड वॉलंटरी कंट्रोल. So it can also have control over the involuntary functions of our body. There are various functions are going in our body involuntary. So that will be also regularized by this having voluntary breathing or control. So regularization or balancing over all disorders will also take place by doing this practice. And mainly prana will be also get balanced in our body due to doing this. Right? So this prana VOC, what is this? So let us see what type of pranayams are there due to which we have prana in our body. So first one is purifying or energizing pranayama we are doing, which includes the Kapalbhati. Various types of Kapalbhatis, single nostril, alternate nostril, both nostril Kapalbhatis are there. By doing this comes in pranayama also and in kriya also. These are both the covers in both the ways. So it is a pranayama plus kriya both. So this is Kapalbhati, we are purifying through this Kapalbhati, energizing our body. Then comes balancing pranayama called Nadi Shuddhi pranayama and Surya Anuloma Viloma pranayama, Chandra Anuloma Viloma pranayama. This balances our prana in our body. Right? By doing this balancing prana, we are balancing the prana in our body. Then others is vitalizing pranayama, whereby we vitalize our body through this Bhastrika pranayama. Right? By doing the Bhastrika pranayama, we are vitalizing our body. Otherwise, it is also called vitalizing pranayama. Then comes cooling pranayama. In cooling pranayama, we are doing three types of pranayama called Sitali, Sitkari and Sadanta. So three which cools our body, systems, organs in our body. Right? So that is why it is called cooling pranayama. Then comes sensitization pranayama, which we sensitize our body, that is Ujjayi pranayama. So, and then Lay pranayama. Lay pranayama means that Brahmari pranayama which we are doing, which brings rhythms in our body and have very much good effect in our body and mind, brain and mind. Like that, there are so many types of pranayama are there that we'll see in our pranayama sessions. I mean to say, we are taking this pranayama point because of the prana which we are using in all these types of pranayama. Right? So understanding the importance of prana in our body, we use this pranayama. See, prana used in nowadays in so many techniques nowadays. What are those techniques? Like pranic energization techniques are there. Then pranic therapies are there in the world. Right? In pranic therapies the people are giving. Then these acupressures and acupunctures, that also moves the prana from our body and remove the disease. This is also related to prana only. Then comes this Reiki. Reiki also, this same energy they are using, this prana energy only they use it. Like that, so many practices are going on in this world and which relate to the prana only. In homeopathy also they relate this, whatever medicine they give relate to prana only. Like that, so many practices are going in the world and all are related to prana. Right? So having understood the importance of prana in therapy aspects, also pranayama, this prana can cure ourselves with so many ailments and diseases which we have, that can be cured by this prana. So we have special techniques also, pranic energization technique, through which also we are moving the prana from one person to other persons and getting cured our various types of chronic disease. Right? So,
which was this word? Pranic?
Pranic energization technique. Right? So, how we can balance this prana in our body? How we can slow down? Purpose of doing this whole pranayama is to slow down the breathing or balance the breathing. Slow down the breathing and balance the breathing and have awareness about the breathing which we are taking. So main purpose of doing this pranayama is this. Slowing down means what happens in slowing down? We have seen that due to slow down we can increase our span of life. If we go on slowing down the prana from 15 to 18 times to still lower and lower, 15, 14, 13, 20, 12, 11, 10, 9. So this we are reducing the speed, and due to speed we are utilizing less speed, we are utilizing less prana. And by having less prana utilization, our mind also get calm down, slow down. As prana is slow down, slow speed, the mind is also slow down. Both are interconnected. So having interconnection, we see that due to slowing down prana, mind is also slow down. So what our Rishi Munis were doing, they were taking very less number of breathing rate. Their breathing rate was hardly 2, 3, 4, 5 times per minute, right? And that way they were living hundreds of years, 300, 400, 500, 1000 years by reducing the speed of the breath. So this is the secret, that how we can use our prana for increasing the span of life. This is a very big secret. Very few people knows that how this Rishi Munis, the great Munis, were living so long. So this is secret I told you, why they were living so long. By not having the breathing at all, or very few number of breathing. Right? So understanding all this importance of prana, I am telling the prana is very powerful, a vital force, a life force. We should use it in very optimal way and not to waste this prana anyway. So breathing exercise all will take into next lectures. Now this is sufficient for this understanding prana and pranayama. So we conclude with the prayer. Head of Namaskar Mudra. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kashchit dukha bhagave. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.